Hello. Whew. I have some exciting news for the upcoming year, 2025. I am planning on through hiking the PCT, or the Pacific Crest Trail. So for those who don't know me, I'm Roisin. I go by the trail name Little Peak, like a peak of a mountain. Apparently some people struggle with that with my accent. But yeah, so I through hiked the Appalachian Trail in 2022 and documented my journey and put it on YouTube for myself, my friends, my family, and anybody else who wanted to follow along. And so yeah, now that I'm going to be through hiking the PCT, I decided that I'm going to do it again. Document my journey more for myself than anyone else, and so you guys can follow along. So for those who don't know anything about the PCT, it runs within America, but from the Mexican border all the way to the Canadian border. I will be going northbound, so I'll be starting down at the Mexican border and finishing up at the Canadian. It is a total of 2,650 miles, which is 4,260 kilometers. So the longest hike that I will have ever been attempting. And it is on the California side of America, the West Coast. So yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be starting in mid-April. Obviously I'm not going to release my actual start date until a little bit later, just for safety reasons obviously. And then of my videos there's going to be a 2-week, hopefully-ish, delay to them, just so I can help get into town, upload them and not have to worry as much. And also, you know, for the whole safety factor, so people don't know exactly where I am. But yeah, no, this is crazy. As of filming this video, I have 2 days left at my job here in New Plymouth, New Zealand. And then over the next week, I'm going to be packing up my stuff at my flat here and moving all my things back to my parents' house. And then have a week at home there, and then I'm going to be heading over to San Diego, spend a couple of days there, and then heading down to Campo. So I'm so excited to start this adventure. You know, I came back from the AT and knew I wanted to do another through hike, but just didn't know what one and when. But you know, time goes on enough and you start to crave being out on trail again. So I'm looking forward to this crazy adventure and what it might hold for me. But yeah, so I thought I would do a little quick gear video, quickly run through some of the things that I'm going to be carrying. I'm pretty dialed in at the moment and think that what I have at the moment will be what I will be taking on the trail. So I thought I'd quickly run over it. Hopefully not be too long, because sometimes these go on, so I'll be really quick. And if you have any questions of the things that I'm talking about, just leave it down below and I'll do my best to answer your questions. Yeah, so let's get into it. So we'll get started, and I'll start with the big three that I'll be carrying. So your big three are your pack, your shelter and your sleeping system. So start off with my pack. I've upgraded. So I've got a ULA circuit, and I absolutely so far love this pack. Great pack, fits me really well, find super comfortable. And I've added a water bottle holder onto the front, which I find super helpful, and the same Gossamer Gear phone holder that I had on the AT, and I've just made some adjustments so I can carabiner it to my pack rather than the Velcro on it. Yeah, no, love this pack so far. And just to go with the pack, I also have a Sea to Summit pack liner. This is a 70-litre one. I just find it slightly better than just using a rubbish bag or some of those other ones that I find just break really easily, so I have a little bit more trust in that. Yes, it's heavier, but works well for me. For my tent, I'm sticking with the exact same tent I used on the Appalachian Trail in 2022. This is the Nemo Hornet 2-person tent. It's still working great. I've just re-seam sealed it. Yeah, no point to spend more money on it. We'll see if it lasts a whole nother through hike. I'll be pretty impressed if it does. But yeah, at the start, I'm going to start with that one and enjoy it. And now for my sleeping system, I going with the exact same sleeping quilt that I had last time. This is an Enlightened Equipment Revelation quilt, I think it is. I'll put it on the screen if I get something wrong. Still going really well, no point replacing that, love it. And then to go inside that, I've got the Sea to Summit Reactor sleeping bag liner. Helps add a little bit of warmth and also keep my sleeping quilt clean. For my sleeping pad, I'm going to be using the Thermarest, oh my god, I don't know, Neo Air X Lite. I've upgraded it to the new rectangular shape rather than a mummy shape. I find it a lot more comfortable for me to sleep on, and I want to make sure that I'm getting good sleep so I can recover well out there. I'll also be carrying the Gossamer Gear 1/8 inch foam pad just to help protect my sleeping mat, and through the day I can sit on this and be nice and comfy. I'll also be carrying a Sea to Summit pillow. I've had this for years, lasted the whole AT and more. And yeah, I can't find I can sleep without a pillow, so I carry a pillow. Alrighty, now let's move on to the clothes that I'm going to be wearing. So to start off with what I'll be wearing day to day while I'm hiking, I've got a Jolly Gear sun hoodie. I went with this one because I thought it was really cool with the buttons, to be able to, if it gets too hot, kind of out there, undo a couple buttons, kind of breathe a little bit more, and also being able to roll up the sleeves. I thought I'd really like that, so really like that one there. For my pants, I'm going to be wearing some Patagonia shorts, really lightweight, dries really quickly, so I find those super good. Then when it starts to get a little bit cooler, while I'm hiking, I've got this I think this stuff's called like Alpha Direct or something, but it's from Macpac, a New Zealand brand, and it's their Nitro pullover, super lightweight and really breathable while you're walking. When it's really cold, I've got my puffer jacket. I like to carry both a fleece and a puffer jacket, because especially at night I get really cold sometimes. So this is the Macpac Icefall puffer jacket, super cool. It's mainly down, but it has little pieces of synthetic throughout it, where you might not want your down to get wet. Then when it's raining, I've got a raincoat, an Outdoor Research, I can't remember exactly what model it is, but love it. It's got pit zips, does the job, fairly lightweight as well. I will also be carrying rain pants. I don't have specifically a long pair of pants to hike in, so if I'm cold while I'm hiking, I can wear these if needed. Also help keep some of that wind off me, and keep me a little bit warmer. So this is Macpac as well. Obviously I just go with brands that I can get easily in New Zealand, and I can't remember exactly what model this is, but super lightweight and scrunches up really small. When I am sleeping, I've got some thermal pants. These are Patagonia as well, and lightweight, but also keeps me nice and warm at night. For a sleeping top, I have some Mons Royale thermal 200 weight merino t-shirt. Might be slightly too warm, but it's what I've got, and I can always switch it out while I'm over there, but at least I know I'm going to be warm at night. For a beanie, I've got this Smart Wool beanie. Just got it, but super lightweight, it's nice and warm as well. Then I've got some North Face gloves, and I just upgraded these because these are the ones that you can use your phone with, which I didn't have last time, but excited to give these a go and hopefully be able to keep my hands warm while I do some filming. Then I have my buff, just the AT buff that I have at the moment. I may switch it out, but at the moment this is what I got. For my socks, I have a pair of icebreaker socks, just standard socks to keep me nice and warm while I'm sleeping. And then when I'm walking, I like to wear the Injinji toe socks. So I have two different types, just the liners, which sometimes I wear the liners just by themselves as socks, and it works well for me. And then also just the normal kind of like trail running ones, and I find those super comfy as well. I will be walking in Ultra Olympuses. So all through the AT I wore the Lone Peaks, but I'm going to go with the Olympuses this time to see if slightly more cushioning helps me, makes it a little bit more comfortable. So far I've been really enjoying these shoes, but this is a fresh pair for the PCT. I will also be wearing Dirty Girl gaiters, nice lightweight fabric one, help keep the dirt and dust out of my shoes. Exact same ones I wore on the AT, still going strong. For a sun hat, I have just this nice little trail running hat, super lightweight, bendable cap. I find it's nice and light, meshy on the top, so it's not too heavy while it's really hot out. Then I also have a pair of sunglasses. These are just what I had and wear at the moment. They're by the Polaroid brand. I don't know, they work well. Didn't need to buy a new pair of sunnies. And then for around camp, I'm going to be carrying some camp shoes. So these are the Tiva little camp shoes. Wore them the whole AT. Worked awesome. Great in town as well when you don't want to wear your sneakers. Alrighty, now on to the electronics that I'll be bringing. Obviously I'll be filming my trip, so I'll be using my phone, which is an iPhone 16, using that to film, edit, all of that. And I have a tripod to go with that, a Joby like little mini gorilla, I don't know exactly the name, I'll put it on the screen so I can set it up or just film shots. Obviously, to charge my phone, I'm going to be using power banks. I'm be carrying two power banks. So these are both Nightcore power banks. This is a 20,000 power bank and a 10,000 power bank, just to help back it up. This one will be nice and quick to charge in towns. This one will take slightly longer but hold a little bit more battery life. Obviously, to go along with that, I have some cords to charge with. Obviously, just iPhone cords and all of that. This one has other connections that I will need for my wall plug and the various other electronics I carry. I'm going to be carrying a Garmin InReach Mini 2. So this is like a PLB with also a sat phone. So I didn't carry this one last time, so I'm excited to give this a go. Being able to contact my family, which I really like to do, let them know I'm safe and everything's going alright. They can also track where I am, and also in case of an emergency, obviously there's the SOS button. I have a headlamp, so this is Nightcore as well. This is the NU25UL, and I actually really love it with the shock cord. I find the other straps slightly too thick, they get really hot. This is perfect. So far I've really loved using this headlamp, and it's got a red light as well, which is great for at night. To be able to charge my electronics, I've got a wall plug which has two USB-C attachments and just a standard USB, so I can charge three things at once. And it has foldable little prongs, which I find really awesome, so it helps protect my stuff. So yeah, love this one so far. I actually use it to my day-to-day because you can attach a New Zealand plug onto it, which is cool. So handy for in New Zealand and in America. For my filming, you've obviously seen this little black fluffy thing on my shirt. So it's a microphone. It's from the brand Hollyland. I carried a Rode mic, I can't remember the name of it, that just plugged into my phone, but this one I can walk away and be able to communicate with the phone. And yeah, so far I really love it. It's got a little charging case, super lightweight, just fits in your hand, and it comes with another mic as well. So yeah, so far loving this and looking forward to giving it a go out on the trail. For my headphones on trail, I'll be carrying my AirPods, which I used on the AT. They're awesome. Sometimes I get really annoyed with the wires while I'm walking, so to be able to have wireless is great. But I will also be carrying just your standard kind of Apple earphones as well. Obviously I have to edit my videos, so not all the time at camp do I want to be wearing wireless ones, wasting my battery on that. So I'll be carrying these ones as well. Also, like, I listen to a lot of books while I'm walking and podcasts, so if my AirPods play up, which they did on the AT anyway, I like to have a backup, so if I really need to just listen to something else, I can. And all of my electronics that will be in my bag will be in a dry bag, just to help make sure they're nice and protected and keep them all kind of together as well. So I've got a Sea to Summit Ultra Seal 3-litre bag to fit them in. For my cooking system while I'm on trail, I have the Jet Boil Stash, which is an upgrade from the AT. It's great, it's lightweight, but it also helps boil the water really fast. So inside I can keep the gas in here, which I like to be able to keep it all together. Obviously won't be taking this one, need to buy one in America. Then I'll carry a mini Bic lighter, the gas top thing. I probably won't bring it in its little pouch, but it's just what I store it in. And I also have a little bandana to help wipe out the pot, keep it nice and clean, and also so everything's not rattling around inside. I also will be carrying a Sea to Summit long handled spork, exact same one I carried on the AT. It's going well, no need to replace. And I will be carrying my food in the Light AF food bag. I like this one because it has a flat bottom, so you can actually sit your food bag up while you're at camp. So I like that. I think it's the size large as well. To go along with that, I'll be carrying my little rope and rock bag that I had on the AT to help with food storage, obviously to keep it away from bears. And when I'm in the Sierra, I will be getting a beer canister, obviously for that section. So I can drink nice clean water on the trail, I'm going with the Peta Plus, I think it's called a quick draw water filter this time. I really like that it can screw on to a water bottle if I want to drink it straight out of that. I can also gravity feed because I'm carrying I don't know how to say this brand, everybody says it differently, but this brand water bag, a 3-litre one, which is probably too big, but I'd rather be able to carry more water than not be able to carry enough. And so I can attach this onto the bottom, attach my water bottle, and then be able to gravity feed it, hang it in a tree while I'm setting up camp or anything like that. So I'm looking forward to giving this a go out on the trail and seeing how that goes for me. I'll also be carrying a knife on the trail, not really for protection or anything like that, so I can cut my cheese or anything else I need to cut on trail, my salami. So I really like having a knife for that. Yes, slightly big, but it is super light. It's by this really cool company, a New Zealand brand, so they get really good quality knives and then put like a little plastic handle on it, so it is super light and easy. And I find if it's too small, then I can't find it anyway, so I don't mind this. Actually really love this. Now on to all the other little things that I'll be carrying. So I've got my first aid kit, which is also my hygiene kit, all kind of mixed in toiletries in one bag. So I carry medication, plasters, band-aids, KT tape, duct tape, all that sort of thing. A little baggie of smart wool, so if I get any blisters or hot spots. Obviously I also carry blister patches. I've got my little hairbrush, which is super lightweight. Super lightweight and minimal. Carrying my toothpaste and my toothbrush all in here. I've got things like body glide as well, so that all just goes into this little bag and makes it nice and easy to find everything that I might need. Along with hygiene, I'll obviously be carrying hand sanitizer, help keep your hands nice and clean after you go to the bathroom or before you're eating any food, really important. Onto the bathroom stuff, I'll obviously be carrying a trowel, super important. Don't want to be leaving your business on the side of the trail, don't be doing that. I'll also be carrying a cooler cloth. It's awesome. Any females, I reckon, carry something like this. It makes your life so much easier. And on the PCT this year, I'm going to be giving a bidet a go. So a backcountry bidet. I'm really looking forward to this. Help kind of minimize my impact on the land around it. So yeah, looking forward to using this guy and giving it a go. I'll be carrying this nice little bug net. I really hate it when gnats and flies fly around my head. I feel like they're going to go into my ears, so I hate that. So I carry one of these, really small, lightweight, don't even notice it's there. Also have a bandana that I've cut down and I sit that on my strap of my pack so I can wipe sweat, snot, anything like that. Wipe it, helps keep me feel a little bit cleaner. This is probably a little bit of a controversial thing, but I'll be carrying a little camp towel. This is one I've had for years, but I find it great, especially if you're in towns and there's like a shower but there's no towels, or you want to go for a swim, dry off, wipe the inside of my tent. I can use it for so much. I find it super handy. Yes, a little bit bulky, but I find I like to be able to carry that. So if I need to take a shower, go for a swim, any of that, I have a towel. I'll also obviously be carrying some sunblock, so I just picked up a little bottle the other day, SPF 50. Obviously I'm used to the New Zealand sun. We have a very harsh sun here, so you've got to make sure you're nice and protected because sunburn hurts. I'll be carrying a nice little massage ball. I find this is great to be able to roll out your feet, your calves, your back, anything that's sore, be able to rub it in, help keep your body nice and recovered and ready to go for the long walk-in. I'll also be carrying some micro spikes. I've actually never used these. Oh no, that's a lie. I've used them once, but not while hiking. The mountain here snowed one winter day and I managed to get up. So yeah, got these. I'll carry them at the start for the first mountain, and then I'll see I might ship them forward to Kennedy Meadows South so I don't have to carry them the whole time. I'll obviously be carrying my passport, pretty important as an international traveller. Got to have your passport, and I'll be keeping this on my person the whole time. Don't want to risk losing that. Something else I thought I'd carry this time is a little thermometer so I can see what the temperature is, kind of get a gauge. Obviously I'll be using it in Celsius because Fahrenheit makes no sense to me whatsoever. So it will be cool to see how hot or how cold it gets while I'm out there. I'm quite fascinated by that, so we'll see. And then my last thing that I have is my fanny pack. I absolutely love having a fanny pack. I wore one the whole time on the AT, being able to store my snacks, my tripod, my microphone, all of that stuff, my earphones, nice, quick, ready to grab, just at the front. So I got this one. It's made in England by Atomo Packs, I think is how you say it. It's really cool, great size. It has the mesh on the outside, the main compartment, and then it also has like a little hidden compartment as well on the inside, which is really cool, and I love this thing. Last thing that I don't have, I'll also be carrying a little wallet. I just couldn't find it today, but it's just a little thing, keep my cards, my money, all of that in and nice and safe. So that is all the gear that I'll be carrying on the PCT this year. I don't know the exact weight of my base weight, but I think it's around 7 kilos. So I'm pretty happy with that. I wouldn't say I'm an ultralight hiker at all. I have ultralight things, but I carry what I carry and I'm happy with whatever weight I carry. So yeah. I'm looking forward to heading out onto the PCT and starting this crazy adventure and see what it has in hold for me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below and I'll do my best to get back to you guys. Thanks.